Don't blink, it's your boy Ink. Welcome to the show. Because I'm doing all because I'm having a wonderful day on this 24th November 2024. I'm extremely excited, and you can be blaming either energy drinks, which you would be right. You can be blaming good mood, which would you be right. Or you can blame amazing people in my life. Can I get a shout out to the people in my life? You guys are amazing. Thank you so much. We're not here for that. We're not here as much as we love to be for that. We're here for Season 2, Episode 9, or the finale of Arcane. Now, listen to what I'm saying. Arcane. I believe there's going to be some more League of Legends show. But what do I know? 250 million? Doubtful. But hey, a man can dream. If Frodo can do it, so can we. So, episode finale of Arcane is such a mess. But it's a beautiful mess. It's a room of chaos, but there's a light in the middle. And you're drawn to the light, and you're hearing chaos around you, and you're like, you know what? Fuck you, it doesn't matter. Which is exactly what's going on in the finale. So, in the finale, we have the mother of Mel. I'm not gonna know your name because I don't like you. I love Mel. I don't fucking like you. Fuck you. Fuck what you did. Fuck what you did to Pilfer. Fuck what you did to the slums. You're a piece of shit. I said it. Now, if somebody were to write a comment explaining to me why she's such a cool character, my opinion might change. Public apologies? Who knows? So she comes in, and she comes in with her army. So once again, we have the slums and the enforcer working together to fight them. Now, we see a lot of the squadron of I think it's kind of cool. I think it's actually really cool. We see a lot of the squadron of Vi. We saw in Vi and Caitlyn, which we saw in the beginning of season 2, which is really cool. They're bringing back those characters. But I would have liked to see more of the slum. I would have creamed my pants, not once, not twice. I would have made such a mess if we saw a person from Topside get in trouble and a person from the slums help them out. Solidarity, teamwork. What the fuck is up? However, we didn't get that scene. We got a lot of scene. We got an army of, and that is the funniest thing. It is supposed to be a battle between the mother of Mel and the whole time. By the way, can we just shout out because Mel is the one to attack her mom? We had Caitlyn, but Caitlyn couldn't do it. And what is the really cool thing? What is the really cool thing? Well, her mom always thought about Mel as a weaker person. And at the end, understanding that she was the one that was right. She was the strong one. She called her the wolf. It's a very cool ending for Mel. And Mel is possibly not my favorite character, but she's a very beautiful character. She suffered from like a narrative, but the moment that she is there, she means a lot. And I don't think it's how often you're here or how much you talk or what you say. I believe it's how people understand you and the respect you get. And if you say something and people listen, then it doesn't matter if you say a lot, they'll listen. You can talk for hours. If nobody's listening, what's the point? You can talk for a couple minutes. And if everybody's listening, no one is listening. Linkin Park. Can I get a hell yeah? Hell yeah. So we got Mel mom finishing. Now, R&B speaking, I think it's a bit of a lacking in narrative. So we saw last episode that Victor is behind the alien-like creature. So the people that Victor healed are sentient being, and we saw it in the chamber where Jace killed the guy that couldn't breathe. We saw them as sentient being. The problem we have is it's kind of like a Kingdom Hearts situation. Can I get if I got some gamers in here, they'll understand. In Kingdom Hearts, there's this enemy called the Heartless. The Heartless is when a person let darkness take over their heart. And then when you free the Heartless, you create a nobody, which is a creature that has no heart, which is nobody, right? So you kill or you destroy, I think I'm gonna use the word kill. You kill the enemy just to have more of Victor's spawn. And it's kind of cool because they don't have emotion. And it's kind of cool because some of the characters that we see them attack. We see a Vander who is completely there. It's weird because we saw Sieg, which is the doctor once again, take some blood from Vander, and we don't know what happened after, but we do know that Vander is now part of the army, and it's a senseless army, and I would have loved seeing them as the main enemy, but they're basically unkillable. They're basically super strong. They're not unkillable. You can kill them, but the hopes are low. I would have loved seeing some of Mel's mom henchmen help the low side, and the top side. I would have loved seeing that. But then we have and it's kind of funny because it's all about getting there. It's, I think, Arcane season 2 masterpiece, because it is a masterpiece. It's really good. Is the slow build up. So we're in a bad position, and then there's a savior that comes in. And that savior is none other than Jinx. Now, in Jinx season 1, she would have not saved. In Jinx season 2, I don't think she would have saved. Jinx being the bigger sister of Isha, think is what changed her to the moon and back. And now we see her as a hero. And it's kind of cool because you're seeing this character that you kind of care about finally having this positive ending. Now, the best thing about the ending isn't even that. We don't give a fuck about the war. Hear me out. We do not give a fuck about the war. Because amidst all the chaos, there's two people that we care about. Victor and Jace. Why? Because they're dealing. And it's so fucking cool. It is so cool because Victor is almost a god. You got Jace, who is next to nothing. In the first season, we have a duality. In the first season, you're going to check out something. We have Jace, who literally was... Ooh, we do have some sunrise. Okay, I'm gonna have to film that. For sure. It's beautiful too. I'm gonna have to hurry up, guys. So Jace, because I'm in the first season, that he was kind of the person that people look up to. Now it's Victor. So Jace, he's like, what are you doing this? And then we see the pinpoint, and Jace is trying to understand his vision too. Victor's trying to make Jace understand his vision. But Jace's difference is he saw those people. He saw the monster. He saw almost the robot that they were creating. It was shitty. It was really shitty. It's like, no. And then you realize that if somebody can save the world, it's Jace. And it's not by killing Victor, but by stopping Victor being his friend. If he can convince that Victor that you're not doing the right thing, Victor will stop it all. The nicest thing, we know that Jace was saved by a man. And the identity of this man was always a secret. And it was kind of important until we realized that this man was Victor. Then Jace asked him this very important question. Why did you save me? And Victor says in every single timeline, it was always you. You made me understand my mistakes. And at the end, Jace is able to get Victor as a friend, and he's able to get Victor as a friend in the way of him stopping. And this is how they solve the war. The most beautiful thing, sadly, isn't that. The most beautiful thing is Echo. And I gotta say, it's mesmerizing. So, Echo is able to break the mask of Victor, which brings back Victor. Victor is not necessarily under the influence, but he's not in full control. And by breaking the mask, there's a bit of Victor that comes back, and that bit of Victor is when Jace chooses to strike to convince him. Why is Echo the best part of this finally? It's very simple. At the very end, we see everybody and how they each and everyone had this good ending, if you will. And you may. And we see Caitlyn and Vi having more sex because, come on, it's hot. We had a scene in episode 8 where they fuck. And then, whew, but none of that. Come on, Inky, focus on the arcane and not the sex. Basically, when I watch a porno where I don't focus about the narrative, where I should, because these are hard worker, please. Hard, pun intended. And they all have this positive ending. See, Jinx is able to have a place in the slum. She's kind of the queen. You get people from, like Civica, which is, Civica, the girl who had the mechanic arm, be it at the council, which is kind of cool. You're seeing Vi and Caitlyn as this romantic story, and you see Echo, who's sad. But that's not the sad part. Echo had a good ending in episode 7. And he sacrificed it. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Anyway, love you guys. Take it easy. Peace.